Hello everyone, welcome to today's Thop Talk. Hope you all are enjoying this weekend. Before I introduce more about Amulya, today's Thop speaker, let us kickstart today's Thop Talk with our own invocation. So to get tuned into our invocation, please close your eyes. I'll recite it. This is who we are. We are a team, talented, energetic, astonishing mindsets. We can do anything and everything. We talk, we care, we respect each other. We see beauty in everything. We are connected by hearts and driven by values. We celebrate each other. We provide value to each other. We take ownership in everything we do. We have freedom to make mistakes. We learn as we go. We are mad to make a difference. We love disruptive ideas. We make impossible things possible. We are strong to question the creation. We believe in dreaming big. If we do not dare to dream big, are we really living? Why be ordinary when we can be extraordinary? We should be driven by our goals, not by egos. We can do it, we will do it. Let's not hope for the best. Let us be the best. This is who we are. Thank you for the kind cooperation. So, uh, uh, before Amulya take the session, let me tell you about Amulya, our own mentor, Sarmasa's niece. Uh, Sarmasa's niece. She's just doing her third year of bachelor's. I'm not sure, maybe second year of bachelor's, whether second or third year of bachelor's. But in her bachelor's, she published a paper. It's really hard for a bachelor student having that guts, courage to take on, like, publish a paper. So are you all excited and are you all curious to know how she made it possible and what all she considered like to make publishing a paper? So Amulya is here to tell us her journey, how she published a paper. And one thing about Amulya is, like, she not only more like not only take concern about academics, but she also a good tennis player. She has a lot of medals. She's a good ranker. Like, played many under 19, sorry, under 16, under 14 tennis, and she's a champion in it. So we have an amazing talk speaker here. So all of you, please pay attention to listen to her. Amulya, all over. No.
So, good morning, everyone. I'm Amulya Sukrutha, currently pursuing computer science engineering in specializing in AI and ML. So, I would first like to thank Thopi Cell for giving me this opportunity to present myself. And starting off with my journey, I would like to start my journey as a normal school going girl who wants to lead a healthy lifestyle and reduce weight. So, that is how I started tennis, and I started tennis when I was in fifth class. I've played till seventh only as a hobby. I developed a lot of passion for it. I wanted to do something in tennis. That is when I decided I wanted to pursue tennis, full time tennis. I've played full time tennis from 8th to 10th class. I've barely been to school, actually speaking. And actually, tennis has been a memorable journey for me so far. It has transformed me as a person, as a whole. I've traveled to so many states to play tournaments, under 18, under 16, and under 14 tournaments. And I've met many competitive tennis players. I put a lot of efforts and number of hours into courts and gym, fitness, diet, and so I used to go to school only for writing exams, and it was like a one day preparation for me. So I opted tennis for full time for 3 whole years, and it developed passion, it developed discipline in me, focus, and most importantly, uh, I've transformed as a healthy person over a period of time. And during my 10th class, I've met an amazing teacher who helped me find passion in maths, physics, and chemistry. Till then, I was not interested in studies, to be very honest. And that is when I started liking maths, physics, and chemistry. And due to some reasons, I had to shift into studies. B- Uh, that is when I shifted into studies, I opted for maths, physics, and chemistry. And that is when I've seen many of my peers leading unhealthy lifestyle, binge eating, and constant phone scrolling. And to be very honest, as a tennis player, seeing that world is a it's a different it was a different world for me. And that is when I realized how much tennis has transformed me as a person. I've led healthy lifestyle even after quitting tennis. I have never stopped going to the gym. I've developed passion for strength training actually, and wanted to go beyond in that aspect. So after opting maths, physics, and chemistry during my 11th and 12th class, the major transformation of my life so far was putting number of hours, countless number of hours into tennis to towards intellectual side. That was a major transformation, and uh, fortunately I could adapt to that change, and still find my passion in intellectual side. But I never stopped going to the gym and taking health precautions. So the 2 years of my life during my 11th and 12th, it was actually wonderful. I've been to gym, I was studying, I was finding passion in my studies, and I made good friends. And that is when after 2 years, now I'm a computer science student at Keshav Memorial Institute of Technology, and specializing in AI and ML. That is when I started with freelancing. Actually, before telling about my freelancing journey, I would like to tell about how I overcame my fears. So, I was a person with lot of social anxiety, to be very honest, and meditation has helped me overcoming it. Actually, meditation has transformed me as a person so much, and I think meditation is one of the reasons why I'm able to do so many things right now, and being cool and calm. And I think, as a whole, rather than running for materialistic success, I think running for passion is much better. I think it is worthwhile for running for passion rather than for materialistic success. And I have learned that. Uh, so after coming into BTech, I've met many intellectual people at my college with similar interests. And that is when I started as a freelancer. I started with a freelancer content writer with a general topic, writing in general topics, like about celebrities, and basically it was for kids. And over a period of time, right now I'm working as a technical writer, and fortunately it is aligning with my passion. And yeah, I've wrote many articles apart from streamlining code about adoption of chat gpt, and about cyber security and various other topics. And apart from content writing, I think, because of, like, I've also adopted mind management techniques. I think that is one of the reasons why I'm able to do so many things right now. I've It has helped me to manage various aspects of my life. So right now, I strength train. I write articles as a freelancer. I've did a course in AIML and deep learning, and I've did multiple projects. And now I'm looking for internships in deep learning, computer vision, and I would like to and my vision over a period of time is to become a computer vision researcher. And yeah, it has been like tennis has played a major thing in my life to transform myself as a person. And fitness and meditation, I think all these tools have helped me grow as a person and find my passion, and taught me that running for passion is the way to live life rather than running for materialistic success. And so one of my mom's friend has helped me publish the article. And also I think finding similar I think finding people with similar interests is also very important, so that they can help you with uh, pursuing your passion and also help you grow as a person. So my friends at college have helped me in that aspect, and I'm very grateful for them. And yeah, so overall, this is my journey so far.
One second before you continue your journey, let me say a few words. Amulya, you're just a unique personality. I didn't hear such kind of like girls who like, not only girls or any students who goes to gym, play tennis, and now having a thought process of running for passion is more important than running for materialist success and whatnot. You have all kind of like great personality skills. Yeah, it's so amazing to listen from you. So
Thank you so much.
can someone give more comments, Ramulya? Okay, you can continue, Amulya. Professor,
Yeah.
one second.
Hi, Amulya.
Hello. Sorry, I don't know your name.
Yeah, I'm about to say that because I joined as two pieces. So I am Nikhil.
Oh, hi.
So I basically I'm a PhD student at Penn State, and I know Sharma sir. That like he he's he's really helpful for our team, and he's a really great mentor for all of us. And when we got introduced about you, we got to know about you when I was in India. It was
Oh,
almost
yes.
1 year ago, I guess. I think we thought to meet you, but later, I guess you all tried to meet. So I was very like curious to know like how you were able to get on to this, uh, like uh, from being able to being obsessed about tennis or being into tennis when you suddenly got interest into like, or someone inspired you or got introduced you about math, physics and chemistry. How was the transition like? Did you feel like any transition, or
Oh,
how was
yes.
your
So
journey?
actually speaking, I never thought that I would get into engineering, and I never thought that I would find passion in maths, physics, and chemistry. So in my 10th class, fortunately, I met a tutor who helped me find passion in it, in those subjects. Initially, after taking those courses in my 11th and 12th, I found it very difficult to study for like a continuous 8 to 9 hours at a stretch, because I used to spend those many number of hours on the courts and gym. So being a full-time tennis player to a full-time intermediate MPC student was a huge transformation in so far. And yeah, over a period of time, fortunately, I could adapt to that change. But to be very honest, I loved that journey too. That was an amazing transformation, and I'm grateful for it, and I cherish it.
Wow. Wow. I do have some more questions, but uh, I would like Shravan sir to go ahead.
Strong answer. Thank you, Nikhil.
Sorry, Amulya, I'm not able to come on video. So,
No problem,
hey,
sir.
what you did is really good. And, so when you barely went to school and just wrote the exams, you said, right?
Yeah,
Until 10th grade or until where?
until 10th
Uh,
grade. Yeah.
yes. So basically, so were you in private school or where they gave you permission not to attend the classes? You're okay?
Yeah. I was in a private school, and they did give me a lot of permissions for going traveling for tournaments and playing full time tennis. Yeah.
Okay. So this is like the uh, you said one thing. You said like about passion. How when you really believe, when you really like something, you learn, right? You spend time on it. You become good at it,
Yes, sir.
and yeah. So that is the thing, Amulya. I am so glad that you did what you did. Instead of you could have said, "Oh my God, my school is there. I have to do my school," but you found a way from school to pursue a passion in tennis.
Yes, sir. Mm.
And so your parents also were okay with it, right? Obviously,
Yes.
they in fact supported you.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's nice. I'm really glad that you know that you came, because this is a story which I hear all the time from parents when I tell them, it is you're making it too complex, because some of the kids don't really want to study that much, right? But parents usually say, "Oh, what can we do? They have to get these homeworks done. They have to write exams. If they don't do that, they they won't be allowed to write the final year exams, or this or that." They'll be saying, and I usually say to them, "No, no, there is always a way." And you are telling everyone that there is a way to do it.
Yes, sir. True.
Thank you, Amulya. Thank you very much.
Actually, I would like to add in here. I'm very grateful for my parents because they never forced me to study or do this or do that. They always supported me for what I liked and just try to balance. They believed that everything should be a balance. And fortunately, my mom traveled with me and with for tournaments across India. Like it was a beautiful journey, and I bonded with my mom a lot during those years. Yeah, and the freedom that they gave me helped me to learn so many things on my own. So no one told me to sit. No one taught me so many things. I learned so many things by my own because of the freedom that they gave me, and I'm very grateful to them for that, for giving me that kind of freedom. Actually,
So, Amulya, one thing is you said, you know, uh, you said your parents wanted to balance.
yes,
Did you say some balance what?
balance in the sense,
It,
even if I was playing tennis, I shouldn't leave studies because that is the basic means that a student should have. But also, I can pursue my passion because that is what I liked. And see, even if I wanted to pursue tennis, I never wanted to leave studies. So that is the kind of balance that my parents wanted me to do it, but they never forced me because studies, it adds a total different value to a person, and I understand that point of view from them. And yeah, that is how I wanted to balance, and they wanted that to happen. And yeah.
But that is really not a balance, right? You are not even going to school at all. You are
Ye-
completely in. You just went and wrote the exams.
Sir, actually, I would like to add in here. Even if I didn't go to school, I don't think. For me, I personally think that either school or college is actually we don't require any of that to actually study, because study is in the sense learning the concept and actually enjoying it more than for exams or for anything. And I think that is how I did in during my tennis years. And because I think because of the focus that I've built, it has helped me even to balance out my studies. Only for exams I used to go, and even if I didn't attend classes, I could study on my own because of the focus that I could build in tennis. And
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But what happens is, Amulya, uh, you know, when you are passionate about something, it is actually not possible to balance, because balance means you're trying to do, that there is some equality that you're maintaining, right? But usually when you're passionate about something, you put more time, more energy, everything in one direction, whatever that you're passionate about. And that's, true for everyone. Okay, so there is that unequal time you put in certain things which you're passionate, and that's okay. That's the way it is actually. But when you try to say, I'm going to do, like some people will say, I'm going to balance my home life and work life. You really cannot balance home life and work life. If you say, I'm going to become really good at work and I want to uh, get promotions in my work life, then home life is going to suffer. That's it. Because you have to put in 80 hours at, at office. And then when you put 80 hours at work, you you will use the remaining time as much as possible to be with the family. So uh, it won't be the same. There is, and like in my house, uh, Sunita was at work most of the time. So I was work at less time. So we balanced that way, where Sunita was doing certain things more and I was doing less, and certain things I was doing more and she was doing less. But anyway, basically, I just wanted to tell you is that balance is something which we talk about in the world, but at least I have not been able to make it happen. I tried balancing many things at one time, but there are certain things which are exciting for me, which I really want to do it. I obviously spend more time in that.
True,
And the
true.
next thing, yeah, and the next thing, Amulya, is my son is extremely good at computer vision.
Okay. Okay.
He's Yeah, he just I mean, I'm not trying to boast here, but he actually created robots and he played around with computer vision, by the time he was 14.
Oh, okay.
And he just published a really big paper in one of the leading conferences just a month ago. So if you want to uh, talk with him, I can arrange for that.
Sure, sir. I would love to actually.
Okay, I will talk to him and get his number, so that way and maybe find what time he is free, and then you can connect with him at that time.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Congrats, congrats, Amulya, for the offer. And Amulya, as you are expressing your journey and experiences, it has been inspiring more. And thank you for all that. And just I got reminded that today is International Friendship Day. So happy Friendship Day to you all. Uh, so Ashwaka, sorry, Sailaja ma'am, can you go ahead?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm traveling in the bus. If you are able to hear, please bear with me. There was something I wanted to share when I heard. I'm sorry I joined in late. I really wanted to join in. And I was really impressed by what you're doing, Amulya. And I know it is possible because I've seen real life experiences in my personal experience of 55 years. Uh, our own classmate, Funny, and wife Renu. Renu is a very close friend of me, and their son, they have Amol. He was interested in cricket. They were staying in Singapore, so both of them were working, and the child was also there in Singapore and studying for some time. Afterwards, Funny's parents were in India, and I think the father was not so well, and so they relocated to from Singapore. They came to Bangalore, and Bangalore also. Renu actually is. She's also a very, I think she's an engineer or something. She was in a very good company in a career in Singapore. So she came from there and she's come to Bangalore. And here also she was working part time, full time, working from home, balancing everything. So she took care of the cricket career of the child. And Amog was brilliant, and he's been selected for the juniors category and all. Even now, I think he's doing his engineering degree, and even the college is supporting him for his sports career. And he is writing his exams. He may be missing classes, but he studies and makes up everything. And Renu is taking care, or actually the father-in-law passed away, but father-in-law was like more or less bedridden. So Renu could manage her career, her home, her child's cricketing career, and balancing all her multiple roles. And even Amu could balance everything. So, and not only there, only one case study. There are so many case studies. Especially, I think women have a greater capacity inherently to balance the multiple roles of being a grandmother, a mother, a wife, career woman, and homemaker. And being a homemaker, they have multiple roles. It's not like only one work they do. Everything, even they even do a management. So how homemaker itself is a multiple talented balancing juggling of so many things. They are a nurse, they are treat sick patients and old age people, senior people, children, everyone in the home, and still they balance everything with the right support system. So that is feasible in India as well, not only in abroad. And my sister has been a doctor, and she had a huge joint family. So she was, and there in US they don't have maids also. She never quit her career. Being a doctor, a professional, she balanced all her being a daughter-in-law, being all the multiple roles in the huge joint family, and her two children finished there. One is a lawyer, and one is a she's finished a pre-health, and she's in the medical course. So it is not that they can't balance; they can balance everything. I've seen a personal role model in her and my own mother. My mother was working full time, and we were three children, and there was no maid, and she still balanced everything in India. And India, there are no facilities. So she's now more than 75, 80 years, I think, and she's still balancing on her own without a maid. And my father is 85, almost 90. And even without the maid, he still is fit enough to handle himself without any one of us. Even my mother stays in another place. She comes and goes as per emergency. She has to balance everything because all the children are out of Hyderabad. So it is feasible to do, and they are not extraordinary people or something. So balancing is feasible. And I have seen my father-in-law also, he's 84 years old. He does everything on his own, unless there's some emergency, because of which we are always there. Either my husband or I are there in the house, so that in any emergency, one of us will be immediately rush him to the hospital. So it is feasible. It is not something which is not possible. I have seen it happening in India and US as well, personally, in my own family circles. And there are so many innumerable people who are doing it. So I really appreciate Amulya sharing it. And sorry, I joined in late. Are you placed in India, or where are you placed?
Mom, I'm placed in India, Mom, in Hyderabad.
Okay, Hyderabad. Okay, congratulations. And what is your mother and father doing?
Mom, my mother is a homemaker and my father is a business person.
Yeah. So hats off to your mother and your father for supporting you in this. And we are all with you, and welcome to the Thop family. I think I am not taking any more of my time, but I didn't want to miss this. So somehow I juggled in and joined in. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Ashoka and Vikta, can you make the comments quick so that we can listen more from Amulya today? Yeah. Uh, Thank you, Salaja, ma'am. Yes, sure.
Thank you, Sundar. Hello, Amulya. I'm
Hi,
Ashrita.
Ashrita.
So I am a master's student. Like when you are narrating your story, I can totally relate to your story because I have a younger brother who had a similar story like you. Like he's been into sports since he's, I mean, third standard or so. Like since then he's doing. I mean, he's a person in cricket. So from there, like he's playing cricket since long, and he had many struggles like balancing studies and cricket, and like he's not able to attend schools frequently and all. So during 10th, I mean after his 10th, he had to make that transformation. Like he was all of a sudden like he wanted to get into studies. So it was not easy for him, but so yeah, when you are narrating, I was just relating most of the part to my brother. But yeah, sports teach so many things which we can't even study in the normal academics.
True.
So like you told, you have made that kind of transformation, right? So how did it happen? Like how did you feel during that transformation? How was it for you? I know it's not
Initially,
easy, so
It
yeah.
was not at all. Yeah, initially I found it very difficult when I was at college, when I was at classes. I wanted to go and play tennis because that was how I was doing all the years before, and mostly I focused on concentrating on the subject so that I could divert myself from such thoughts. And over a period of time, uh, with that consistency, that has allowed me to adapt to that change, and and that is how, by consistently focusing on it, I found passion in those subjects over a period of time. Yeah, initially it was very difficult.
Yeah, thank you, Amulya.
Thank you, Ashoka. Vikta, can you go ahead?
Yes, Anna. Yeah. Hi, Amulya.
Hi, Vivikta.
So, wow, that was a very beautiful journey. It was so, so, so inspiring. And yes, like even I had few friends who were completely focused on studies, and then when I was at school, and then I suddenly lost touch with them. I didn't really know how they grew, how they really managed all these things. And back then, I didn't really know that I mean, people who were completely into sports had to do all of these things, honey. So, but when I was listening to your story, it was like so inspiring. Um, I was, I mean, you are just amazing with the way you have been talking about, the intellectual part things, mind managing things, time management things, and also like being healthy. I think, like, I mean, very less number of people talk about all these things and talk about balancing all of these things, and you are actually doing it. I really wanted to, I really want to be like that, balancing all aspects of your life, but you're already doing it. This is so inspiring, Amulya.
Thank
And you
you.
have also managed to publish the paper, do so many things. This is just crazy. Uh, you are inspiring so much.
Thank you. So it means a lot, Vivikta. Thank you so much.
And by the way, Amulya was my junior in my inter college. We actually got to know about it after we came.
We came out of college, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but anyways, it was like a very beautiful journey. The way you have been also articulating it very confidently, answering it. Actually, Amulya, your voice was coming out so powerfully. I'm so glad and so happy to see you like this.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. Thank you, Vivikta.
Thank you so much for doing this talk and also like making our Sunday very beautiful. Thank you.
Oh my God, I'm honored.
Thank you, Vikta. And before you go, like I just want to say one thing. Like Hope every sport aspirant gets support like you and parents like you who understand them. Yeah. Now, can you throw some light on your research work and how does it assist world?
Yeah.
Not
So,
assist. How,
yeah.
yeah.
So I've written about CI/CD, that is it is about code accelerators, and it is being implemented in businesses for product deliverability. And I've also written about adoption of Chat GPT, and now I'm currently working on cybersecurity. Yeah. So apart from these, I'm working on cancer detection in using computer vision in my college, and soon we will be producing another paper, but this is of in computer vision field.
Wow, like you're not just into computer vision, you are also into cyber security, and you're at the same time you're handling many papers, which is a great thing to hear. Like more tell about like who has helped you like regarding your paper, and how did those corrections were done, and for whom you have submitted the paper.
So actually, I've started writing as a freelancer, and so I found this topic very interesting, and I wanted to write about it. And so one of my mom's friend has helped me publish it, and I've shown this paper to her after writing it, and she found it good enough to be published, and she helped me publish it, actually speaking. Yeah.
Wow. Mm. So do you want to there is a question in the chat box, like was that a review paper?
So so what I worked on was about CI/CD code accelerators and how it is being implemented, and benefits of using CI/CD in businesses, and how people can adopt CI/CD. And yeah, so this was the paper that I've submitted to you, but I've written many other technical articles regarding adoption of Chat GPT and about supply chain industry. Yeah.
We usually see like as a research student, we usually publish paper in some journals, some journals.
Yeah.
But is it also a journal which you have published?
It is. I cannot exactly tell it as a journal, but it is more like a blog, informative blog, and yeah. So I wanted to give information about how it is useful for adopting this in businesses, and as a shareable code. Yeah.
Wow. Shravan sir, thank you, Amulya, for letting us know that. Shravan sir?
Yeah, this is what Amulya said is right. It could be considered a blog. You can even do it on a LinkedIn post. And what Amulya did is something you can even do it as an LinkedIn post. Here, there is when she put it on this particular group, did someone review that before they put it there, or what there is a standards that you were supposed to meet before they posted it on this particular website?
So
Amulya?
yes, sir. Actually, before posting it, I was given I had to take some guidelines, and I had to cover specific topics.
Okay.
So yeah, after so my mom's friend has given me information about it, and she has told me how to like about the guidelines and how it should be what the information has to be covered. And then I scripted on it on my own, and then I have submitted to her, and she helped me publish it.
Okay. So even though so they basically this is not for you, Amulya, but for everyone. You know, um, writing, it is sort of a review paper, you could say. Basically, she's just looking through all the information and figuring out how um, this particular code accelerator is used in the industry. And this is how you learn to do the next part, to get into anything. First, you learn something, and when you learn something, how do you know you learned it? Is by trying to write a paper. So when you write a paper, you have to ask yourself questions, okay, and you have to think about all the things you learned, and then you start to put it together. And this is the best way to get started into research. This is how every person, right now, Nikhil is also going to be doing research for PhD. I did research when I came to US to do for my master's. The first thing is it's called literature survey, right? So you do the literature survey and you put together all that. And so this is, very similar to that. But, the more of these papers you do, the more confidence it grows in you. And Amulya, I recently met your uncle here, Dr. Sharma. He came to Denver. So I went, me and Sunita, we went and met him.
Yes, sir.
Did you know that?
Yeah, he did mention about it. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I really, whenever I talk to him, which is, not very often because he's quite busy, we talk for an hour or so whenever I talk with him. So, very good, Amulya. This is something I've been telling all of our Thupis about. What you have done is what I have been suggesting for a long time. And I'm so glad that you mentioned, even when you're learning, remember, all of you, when I asked you to, when you were learning vectors in your first year mathematics, I said, produce, do a small video about what you're learning. How many of you remember that? Yeah. So, yeah, Deepti Chituluri actually did it. Actually, she did a video on that. So
Okay.
this is like the best way to learn, and all of that adds up to your resume. Even when you put a resume together, you can say, "Hey, when I was doing my math, learning math, I actually have a video which shows how to learn vectors." So, um, and Amulya, when you're doing this computer vision project, can you tell me a little bit about the computer vision project you're doing, the cancer research, right?
Yes, sir.
So tell me a little more about, uh, this is not a review thing. This is actually you're doing something more than a review.
This is more than a review. Actually, we have built a website. We are working on building a website, and we are writing the computer vision code to detect the cancer. We are using the VGG19 pre-trained model, and it is more about detecting breast cancer using ultrasound. And we are also learning full stack development for it, for creating the website. And for computer vision, we are using the VGG19 model. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. So um, the VGG19 model is is the pre-trained model, and where is the data you're getting it from?
We are getting it from Kaggle, sir.
Kaggle,
Yes.
Kagil.
Sorry, sir.
Kaggle. K.
Oh, spell it again.
Kaggle, sir. Kaggle.
Kaggle.
Yes, sir.
What is that? Kaggle. What is Kaggle?
So
Open source.
Kaggle is a platform for machine learning data sets, computer vision data sets, and it has you will there's a lot of data sets available for you to practice models and real time data. And there are various competitions in machine learning and computer vision fields. Kaggle is a platform machine learning and deep learning enthusiasts.
Oh, okay. Very, very nice. So you have various breast, uh, data, right? Breast cancer data, right?
Yes, sir.
In that. So you are hope, and then you are going to use this pre-trained model
Yes, sir.
to detect, and hopefully you are going to be able to. So, are you saying no one has done this before, or have you done the literature search or literature survey already on this? That has
No, sir,
anyone
we
done it?
have already done a literature survey on this. Uh, Actually, this is a starting project in our R&D in our college. We are the only second years working on this specific project. This project has started in 2011, and this is not uh, something that someone is doing for the first time. There are many projects on this have been done, but we are doing it as students, only students from second year for learning purpose, and to like take up more projects, more complicated projects after this. So it is like a stepping stone for us in our college.
Okay, so basically you are taking an existing, uh, because I remember my son was doing a project in college. What he did is the first part he was supposed to do was he was supposed to take a person's thesis, a dissertation, and reproduce the whole dissertation in the lab. And
Okay.
then next level was to enhance it. So you are basically trying to right now take one of the models that is there and reproduce it. And then after you reproduce it, you will see what else you can do,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And why is it necessary for a website? Website, you don't really need a website and all of that to do this uh computers, this model.
Sir, actually, this website. So after finishing this project, we will be giving to the doctors actually and they will be guiding us in the sense. After finishing the project, we will be giving to them, and anyone who wants for a checkup, they can log into this website, and they can research more about this, and they can consult the doctor and use our code and our specific machine learning, deep learning project for the cancer detection.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So how many people are there on this project?
Four people, sir.
Okay. And so your college is providing the infrastructure for this, the PC, or are you doing it on a cloud?
Sir, our this project we are doing in research and development branch in our college, and the college is providing us with the infrastructure, but all the research and analysis and working on the code, we will be doing it on our own.
Okay. But so all the data is going to reside in the cloud, or it's going to reside in the lab?
In the cloud, sir.
Okay. Okay. So the full stack development, all of that you're doing. Okay. I have a couple of other questions, but I'm not going to ask you anymore. But I think this is really fantastic, Amulya. This is exactly how you learn anything in this world. Is you take on a project, you start doing that, and while doing the project, you learn the concepts that are needed for it.
Yes,
See,
sir.
you are, people will say, oh, let me do the compute, the cancer thing, do the modeling, all of that. And then we will develop the website or anything afterwards. But you're saying, we are going to do it, and we will uh, create the website. We will keep training this model. We'll keep talking to the doctors. I mean, that is the way you do it. You think about all the whole entire thing, and you keep doing it. And sooner or later, it is going to work, right?
Yes, sir.
It is how efficient it is going to be is a matter of time. Maybe you'll start with 10% efficiency, but after 5 years, it could be 30% efficient. Maybe 7 years later, it will be 100% efficient.
True. Yes.
So fantastic, Amulya, fantastic. This is really good work, and I'm sure you know Sai will be able to really help you about giving you ideas if you need ideas on how to go about on this project.
Sure, sir. I would love to interact.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. And
And Amulya, take my number from one of them and send me a message, and I'll talk to Sai.
Sure, sir. Sure.
thank you, sir. And Amulya, the way you're taking responsibilities and doing is just again inspiring. And can you see the couple of questions in the chat box? I'll read for you. And also there are beautiful compliments as well. First question is, how does your day look like when you are at peak of tennis practice, when you are at preparation, or when you are preparation for tournaments? When do you wake up? How many hours you practice? When do you sleep? What will you eat, etc.? Can you tell more about?
Oh yeah, sure. So I used to get up early in the mornings around 6 o'clock and go for fitness. That would be around 1.5 hours, and apparently 6 to 8. And my tennis practice sessions would start from 9 to 12 in the mornings. And so this was my schedule during 10th class especially. So 9 to 12 was my tennis practice sessions. So I used to take tuitions from 2 to 5 in the afternoon, and then again hit up the gym around 6 o'clock till 8:30. And more talking about my diet was actually very personalized. So I was being told to take like proportions of proteins, fats, carbs, like more specifically. And this is how I used to train and travel for tournaments. Yeah.
Wow. And there is another question as well. How do you inspire yourself to wake up daily and go for practice? How do you cheer for yourself?
I think initially adapting to this timings were very difficult, but later on I enjoyed it. I enjoyed like continuously working, tennis, tuitions, gym. So this has become my schedule, and yeah, and more than inspiring, I think I loved doing it.
Wow. Uh, Great answer. And I have another question. Like computer vision is something related to data science, and your full stack web development is all about regarding website development. So how do you like learn this stuff? Like will college be preparing for you, or else you by own taking courses you do it?
So in beginning of my first year, I started with machine learning, and on my own. This was by my own. And college, basically in college, all these skills would start during third year, and I wanted to explore. So I started learning with machine learning in first year, and I did few projects in machine learning, and then I got into deep learning, and I found neural networks and computer vision very interesting actually. And that is when I wanted to take up a project in R&D at my college, and then we started working for it.
Regarding your full stack development journey?
Full stack web development journey, to be very honest, I didn't do that much as I did computer vision and machine learning. But yeah, for building the website, we have to learn. So we have been actually as a team, we learned it together when we were at college, and we've explored through YouTube, through courses. Yeah.
Wow, That's just amazing. Yeah, I think you learn like learn as you go method you follow. Like if you need something for your project, you go and learn.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Uh, uh, anyone have any comments for Amulya? Yeah. Yes, Sarija ma'am.
Hearty congratulations, Amulya. Welcome to our Thop global family. We are really, it's a precious privilege for us to have you in our family. All the best for you and your family members. And may you be a role model for the whole global family, not only in the sports field, but for every aspect of your life. We are really proud of you. How old are you, Amulya?
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm very grateful for the entire Thopi cell for providing this opportunity. I'm currently 19 years old, ma'am.
Oh, 19 years role model is a really great achievement. And thanks to Shravan for creating this family. He's my classmate, by the way. So I have the advantage of trying to make him a little unhappy, trouble him as well. So congratulations. All the best for your future.
Thank you
And you
so
have
much.
proved that everything is possible, balancing. So you're a role model for balancing. Thank you so much. All the best, dear.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Wow. Yes, Sarija ma'am. I just agree with you. Apurva, can you go
Hi,
ahead?
Amulya.
Hi,
So
Apurva.
yes, when we heard from Shravan sir that you published a review paper, it made us feel very interesting. And when I spoke to her, she said everything like I just did it like that, and I never took so much stress in doing. And I just liked that attitude where you just do it with lot of joy. And thank you so much, Amulya, for giving us a talk. And your journey was so lovely from tennis to now computer vision. All the things you are aligning to make your life more happy and beautiful is quite inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you, Apurva. It means a lot. Means a lot to me.
So thank you all for your final comments for Amulya. And once again, thank you so much, Amulya, for really coming here, accepting the invitation, and sharing your journey and inspiring us throughout the call and being patient with us. We just inspired from you a lot, and thank you so much.
I'm honored, Chandan. Thank you for giving this opportunity to me, Shravan sir.
Uh, thank you all.